Hi, everybody. I'm Charlotte Rush play-by-play announcer Tim Donnelly. We're in the coach's office on this Wednesday, February the 26th. It's time for our midweek report. We're going to talk Charlotte Rush Premier hockey right now with the head coach and general manager of the Charlotte Rush Premier, Trevor Jewell. Regular season is over. Playoffs are upon us. And Trevor, we closed it out in very fine fashion against the Charleston Colonials. Swept them. Got a 5-0 shutout on Saturday. Let's take a look at that game. Jack Rydell in goal again. Mr. Zero posts another 0, but certainly he got help from his D and the whole team playing well in front of him. 5 different goal scorers. It was Ilya Grekovs, Jimmy O'Kane, Johnny Barrett, Cam Knowlton, and Shane Hemmer. I know you had to be really glad to see Shane back in the lineup and also getting a goal in his first game.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long season for him, after coming off his leg injury there. So it was good to see him coming back. And, he's a big energy guy for us, brings a ton of offense, a ton of grit. And to be honest, he's just an overall Brad Marchand type of player. So very happy to see him back in the lineup and producing early. So happy to have him there. And he's a big part of this team on and off the ice. So couldn't be happier for him and his performance this past week. And then as far as the other guys, they've been doing it for us, almost all year, so happy for them. And then obviously Rydell speaks for himself, so just kind of quietly goes about his business, and he's just dialed in, so I'm happy to see where he's at, and he's doing a great job. So overall, a decent performance. I think we could have been a little bit better. Again, got in some penalty trouble, which we shouldn't have. Putting ourselves in that situation we can't be doing, especially in the playoffs. Got to be disciplined and make sure that we stay out of the box and do the things that we've been preaching these past couple of weeks with practices. So a little disappointed in that aspect, but outside of that, I thought it was a pretty overall good performance.
I want to talk real quick, too, about Ilya Grekovs, first-year Rush player, Trevor. He finishes second on your team in scoring in the regular season, and we could talk about a lot of good things about a lot of guys, but I thought as a first-year player, he really made an impact, and he was a great recruit for you guys.
Yeah, he plays the game the right way, slows things down when he needs to, sees the ice very well, and he stepped up and had a phenomenal year, and we wouldn't be where we are without him on the back end, and he's a big part of this team, and I look forward to see what he does in the playoffs.
On Sunday, a 4-1 win for the Charlotte Rush. Luke Fox in goal. A couple of goals, or I should say a goal and an assist for Ruslan Abianov. Gino DeBlasis also had a goal. Miles Reed and Maxime Bourque. Unpack that game for us.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good game, obviously. I don't think we had the best start. Well, we did have a good start. I shouldn't say that, with Reeder scoring about 30 seconds in there. But, obviously it comes from a great play from Shane and Abby. So, after that, we kind of took our foot off the gas and didn't really bear down on the shots and chances we had. And, waited until the end of the game to start to get going there. But I thought those guys stepped up. It was good to see Gino get on the board and Borky and those guys, some guys that don't normally score all the time. So obviously we're happy with our depth on that side of things. But, again, the one goal we gave up was on the PK with a penalty that shouldn't have been taken because we were getting beat wide and our feet weren't ready. So felt bad for Foxy there, man. He deserved to get that shutout. But unfortunately, that's not what the hockey gods had in mind. And obviously it's a good win for us. But at the same time, we still have a lot of work to do, and we've been just spending the past couple of days prepping for playoffs this weekend.
All right, so 44 games in the book for the Rush Premier. They finished with a record of 34-9-0-1. Trevor, did you and the coaching staff orchestrate that same record for both Elite and Premier? That's pretty hard to do.
I know we didn't, but the players might have.
Okay, so yeah, just a little tidbit there. The Rush Premier and the Rush Elite finishing with the exact same record. All right, let's take a look at those final 2019-20 Premier standings for the Charlotte Rush in the Southeast Division. You'll also get a look at the Charlotte Rush final stat leaders as well as the goaltending stats for our Charlotte Rush Premier goaltenders with the regular season now complete. All right, back with Trevor Jewell here in our midweek report on this Wednesday, February 26th. Trevor, on to Richmond right now for the playoffs. And just off the top, break down the format for these playoffs in Richmond coming up this weekend.
Yeah, so it's a 3-game series. Obviously, whoever wins the first 2 games goes, or 2 games first. So 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3. So we drew Carolina, which should be a good matchup, and a lot of fun. They have a pretty good team over there, and I know the rivalry is really good. So it'll be a battle and an all-out war, but we're excited for the weekend, and I know our guys are prepared, and I know they will be too. So it's going to be another war for us, and it's going to be a tough weekend, but we're looking forward to it.
Oh, the Rush did dominate during the regular season, 6-0 against the Junior Hurricanes at the Premier level. And Trevor, you also outscored them 32-11. Again, that's regular season. I know this is playoffs, but certainly during the regular season, it was very dominating.
Yeah, I thought we performed well against them all season, but at the same time, like I said, playoffs are a different animal. Guys want it. Guys want to win, especially the older guys that, have to go to school next year and they don't get an opportunity to play juniors anymore. It's, it's do or die situation. So guys don't want to go home. Guys want to stay with their friends and their teammates and their families here. And, there's a lot on the line. And you spend all season working for this. No one wants to go home early. So it's very important that we come out ready to go, stick to our game plan, and continue to establish our dominance over them. But at the same time, we got to stay disciplined. They're going to try to bait us into stuff and keep us on the PK the whole game, which, a lot of teams will game plan that against us. But, it's up to us to make sure we control what we can control and just continue to focus on our game.
Trev, there's a lot to like about this Premier team, but one of the things I wanted to bring out was the depth that you folks have. Man, you and Jeff Loebman and Brian Holland, you got a lot of decisions to make about who's going to play. You got a lot of depth, which certainly bodes very well for a long playoff run.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It helps, but it's also tough on us as a staff too, because it makes your job difficult every day. But very happy with the group we have. They meshed well, they play well, they work hard, they do things the right way. And now I'm really excited to actually see them play in the postseason and see what kind of gear they can actually elevate their game to. So it'll be fun, but at the same time, they got a lot of work to do.
Trevor, congratulations on a great regular season for the Charlotte Rush Premier, first place in the always tough Southeast Division. And we're on to the playoffs in Richmond. Good success this weekend.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
All right, Trevor Jewell, head coach and general manager of the Charlotte Rush Premier. The Rush will play at noon, I believe, on Saturday. You can follow the game on Hockey TV. If the Rush prevails, it's on to Boston for the USPHL National Championships. Well, again, please follow the Rush on our social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, our Charlotte Rush YouTube channel, of course, our Charlotte Rush website, and also go to the USPHL website, scores, final standings, all kinds of information there for Rush Nation. So, for Trevor Jewell, I'm Charlotte Rush play-by-play announcer Tim Donnelly. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.